I am Jonathan West. You are watching Death Valley Television, and the Death Valley Technical Scavengers are off to a good start at 2-0 on the year. It sounds like another year that people are going to call a fluke, if you ask me. But they have a tough test in front of them with the University of Southern Florida Bulls, who shocked everyone last year, making the college football playoffs and making a good run in said playoffs. So the Scavengers are going to have their work cut out for them this week as they take on Marcellus Tate, the athletic quarterback out of Neptune Beach, Florida. And when I say athletic, this kid is possibly the deadliest weapon on this Bulls team. 240 yards and 3 touchdowns early this year. It's his first year starting, and I've seen the tape of this kid athletically, and it is insane. Behind him, he'll have Alvin Isaac, the running back out of Hawthorne, Florida. Only stands 5'9", 166, but he is a deadly weapon. 853 yards last season on the ground and 7 total touchdowns. The downside, he lost 3 fumbles, so the Bulls will have to be iffy on that. However, defensively, it's their best player, Ashton Mosley, out of Bloutstown, Florida. 2.5 sacks so far this season, 11 all of last year. He is the biggest threat, I'd say, on the defensive side and the deadliest player on this team. Now, in the back end of that defense, it's senior Kendall Malone, who you got to watch out for. The young man out of Hawaii is a very good man-to-man corner. 8 interceptions last year. That is not a typo, folks. 8 picks all of last year for him. Matt Payne is going to have to be very, very careful as we take you down to the hunting grounds for the home opener as we're off in this one. George Lincoln III gets us underway. It is a kneel to start things. And out will come the offense for the Bulls. Jonathan Eccles, we didn't even talk about, the big tight end on offense. He can be a top target if they get things going his way. First and 10, though. Handoff goes to Isaac, and he's going to have a new set of downs right off the bat. First and 10 here. The Scavengers defense making a slight change as Earl Shell is getting more snaps on the outside as a pure rusher. They want to see how he plays. He's played very good against the run this season so far. They want to see if he can get to the quarterback at all, as Isaac has been the top guy so far. 3rd down and 6. Tate pressured quickly. The screen does not set. Down he goes as Juan Donnerson got there first. So a big sack for the redshirt freshman linebacker. Gets the ball on offense for DVT. Now, of course, last week, Ty Tabor had the first ever kick return in school history. He makes a man look silly on a spin. That's going to open room. He's past midfield to the 40, the 30, down to the 20-yard line. What a punt return for the freshman. This is his 3rd game. So the questions are, do you redshirt him? Right now, I'm thinking they will not, to keep this deadly threat available all season long, as 3 yards to open things for Nico Blanco on the ground. Blanco starting out here with Payne in the gun as they go Blanco's way again, and he's not going to find much there. So that'll make it 3rd down and 5. McBath in the ball game. They're just going to hand it off. McBath trying to take it out, makes a man miss. He's fighting and gets just shy of the mark. So the offense stays out on 4th and inches. They go Dakota Pounds, and he's going to have enough. 1st and goal after Pounds picks up the first. It's play action. Payne rolling right, just throws this one away to play it safe. He'll bring up 2nd and goal. So the first throw of the day, incomplete. Playing it safe was Payne. They go back to the ground with McBath, and he'll get him inside the 5. 3rd down and goal now. Payne in the gun. Blanco to his right. Payne takes the snap. Plenty of time here. And he throws that one right into the hands of a Bull. And that's intercepted. An early mistake by Matt Payne, and to think he didn't throw it to the man with 8 interceptions last year. But that right there just kills off a fantastic possible start for this Death Valley Technical offense. Jeremiah Verer with the interception. And right now, this defense has to pick up slack for the offense after an interception inside the 5. 2nd and 1. Tate with a man in motion. That's Eccles. Handoff goes to Isaac. He's got the first down. So a new set of downs. Tate almost getting Barry Michaels to jump. He's done that plenty in his career here at DVT. Yes, that's a big hit on Eccles that jars that one loose. 2nd and 10 now. Tate at the empty. Quick throw. Eccles, the tight end, gets close, but not enough. 3rd and 1. Tate in the gun, takes the snap. Quick throw. Eccles has hit. That ball's in the air. It's picked off. Randall Glenn. It was Eli Millhauser who hit Eccles in about the knee, it looked like. The back of the knee. That popped the ball up into the air as he was coming down to the ground, and Randall Glenn takes advantage. Interception, Scavengers. And now, hey, maybe the offense can find something. 1st and 10. Payne with Blanco to his right. Can they take advantage of the Scavengers pick here, as that's a 4-yard pickup? McBath now checks in. They go to the pistol set. Man in motion is Slade. They flip it his way on the jet pass. Good block from Lubo. Slade with open field to the 20. 10-5 touchdown Scavengers. It's the easiest way for Matt Payne to get a passing touchdown as Alex Slade takes it the distance. He got the Scooter Page comp when they scouted and brought him in, and he certainly has lived up to it so far, as that gives the Scavengers the first lead of the day, and the Bulls now have to answer as Isaac can't find much here. Gain of 3. 2nd and 7. Tate to the air. He'll swing this one out to Isaac, and he'll go out of bounds well behind the line. It's a big loss there. 3rd and 12 now. They drop back, and this one is caught on the sideline. What a catch. A new set of downs for the Bulls. Tate with a fantastic throw on that last pass as Isaac goes nowhere, and we head to the end of 1. It's 7-0 Scavengers on top in this one, but neither offense has really gotten going yet. So the second quarter begins here, folks. Marcellus Tate and the USF offense out there as that screen did not set up quick enough. Incomplete. 3rd down and 10. Tate with time. He's going to roll out, try and run with it. There's that athleticism, and that's a new set of downs. 1st and 10. Tate hands off to Isaac. Isaac does not find much. Ran right into James Decker. 2nd and 9. It's play action, but down goes Tate. Millhauser wasn't fooled on the blitz. It's a sack for the redshirt sophomore JUCO transfer. He made a big play earlier, causing an interception essentially. Gets the big sack there, and now it's 3rd and 16. Tate gonna run with it again. It worked out last time, works out this time. 1st down run for Marcellus Tate. So they might have to put a spy in place, as Tate has been the deadliest weapon on offense right now. Hand off to Isaac. He gets bottled up quickly by Clay and company. 2nd and 6. Tate takes the snap, looks to throw. This one is incomplete. Keelan Holbrook on the hit. So 3rd down and 6 now. Tate. Plenty of time, and this one nearly intercepted by Jaden Anthony. That's going to force them to settle. It's a 40-yard kick. It's up. It's good. And 43-yard kick is good. And Jeremy Crane having some words with the kicker. Not normally what you see on a field goal, but either way, it remains a Scavenger lead, but only by 4 as pressure was coming in on the play action. And luckily just incomplete. 2nd and 10. Payne hands off to McBath. He's caught quick. It's going to be a gain of 4 and sets up 3rd down and 6. Payne takes the snap out of the gun. Plenty of time. And he just throws that one to the turf essentially as it's incomplete. It has been a rough day for Matt Payne on offense. His only good play was really all the work done by Alex Slade. A 3-yard pickup from Isaac on that last play. Hand off to Alvin Isaac again, and he gets a good chunk there. 3rd and 3, very manageable as the Scavengers show blitz. They bring it, and the screen does not set up quick enough again. So it forces another Bulls punt. It has been punt after punt after punt or turnover in this ball game as Blanco finds room. He's got a first. Arguably the best run of the day so far. 1st and 10. Payne hands off and nowhere to go for McBath as Grant Huff let him loose. And that has forced a change at center as Albert Puzzles is in. A flag flies as Matt Gage has the first there. But Puzzles, who was just inserted at center, is called for the hold. Not a good way to start off the game for Puzzles. 2nd and 23 now. Payne takes the snap. Downfield, it's caught, no, incomplete. Gage couldn't hang on. So a big 3rd and 23. Payne just takes a shot for Luvo, and that one incomplete. Too far for his number 1 guy. And that's going to force another Scavengers punt, but they defend the run with Isaac well. Juan Donnerson on that last tackle. It'll be 2nd and 10. They send a bit of pressure, but nothing comes through as Clay able to tackle the man shy of the mark. 3rd and 2. It's a handoff to Isaac, but he stood up. Donnerson and company. So they punt it again. And Tabor gonna have a chance. Can he get another big return? He's got some blocks to the outside. Tabor's got space, and it's another good return, this one up near midfield. The true freshman running back has definitely been looking very good as this throw finds its mark with Alex Slade. Haven't seen a lot of that today as the Scavengers probably in field goal range from here for the leg of Lincoln, as that's going to be a 2-yard pickup. 2nd and 8. Blanco beside Payne. There you go, Blanco's way right up the middle. Plenty of space. He's got a new set of downs. Clock keeps ticking. 40 seconds left to go in the half as Payne takes the snap. Underneath, goes to Slade. It's a short gain. He's got 70 yards already today. 2nd and 7. Payne to throw. Over the middle. That one's picked off. He wanted Luvo. 2 men in the area. And an easy interception for the Bulls. It is a bad day if your name is Matt Payne. 2 interceptions in the red zone today. That'll take us to half after the McCracken pick. And there hasn't been a lot of good to talk about there. Let's talk about some good, though, here as we talk about B.J. Crow, the top running back on the Scavengers board now. He has the Scavengers #1 from what I've heard. So that is a big positive there. They're hoping they can lock him down sooner rather than later. Another name to keep in mind, Nick Burden. It sounds like the Scavengers are off to a very quick favorite run with Burden, but USC and UCLA going to try and fight hard for the tackle out of Oakland. Another name to watch is Paul Lamar. Currently, the Scavengers are fighting to get some more interest from him, but they do have a big positive. He wants to stay close to home there. So a big chance for the 6'1", 192 route runner. One of the top receivers in this recruiting class. And Raphael Butcher is another name to keep in mind. He has been tossing and turning over his decision from what I've heard. The young man out of St. Louis could go anywhere between the Scavengers and UTEP. An interesting situation to watch as that plays out. As for the way this game's gone, well, it hasn't been pretty on either side. Neither team has really found anything to click on offense outside of for the Bulls, Marcellus Tate in the ground game, and then for the Scavengers, one play to Alex Slade. Somebody's going to have to click on offense for this game to open up. Hopefully, it's the Scavengers and not the other way around. Second half of action here in DVT as the Hunting Grounds ready for a second half, hopefully, of good offense by the Scavengers. As Nico Blanco on the ground starts us out with a gain of 7 here. Payne out of the gun, hands off McBath right up the middle of the space. Shaq McBath with the best run of the day. It gets him past midfield, and McBath gets this crowd going a bit. 1st and 10, the Scavengers keep the ball on the ground. McBath, another nice carry here, it looks like. Gain of 4. Looked like he might have gotten a little bit more than that initially, but they call it 4 yards. 2nd and 6. Blanco dives early. I don't know what happened there. It's going to be a loss of 1. As that'll bring up 3rd and 7. Payne underneath the gauge. He hangs on to that one, but that went nowhere, and they keep the offense out there. Bit of a surprise here. They flip this one to Slade. He's got the edge. That's a 1st down and more. They're inching closer to the red zone, and Slade has had a great day of doing all the work for Matt Payne for the most part. The issue is what happens when they hit the red zone. That has been the problem area for Payne. 2 interceptions in the red zone today. 2nd and 6. It's a jet sweep handoff and quickly fights for a gain of 3. 3rd and 3 now. McBath in the backfield. They go his way on the ground. He finds room. Has enough for the 1st. So 1st and 10. Blanco checks in the gun. It's a screen setup. Blanco with space, and he's going to get him inside the 5 down to the 3. They'll remain in the gun this time with McBath. Hand off to Shaq, but he goes nowhere. Puzzles lets up the big play there. So 2nd and goal. Hand off McBath up the middle. He'll take him down to the 1. So 3rd and goal from about the 1-yard line. They go McBath again. He takes it out wide, and he's in. Touchdown Scavengers. It'll give them a 2-possession lead for the first time today as they killed nearly all of the 3rd quarter on that drive. So after what was a massively long drive, the Bulls have nearly no time in the 3rd as a nice tackle there by Millhauser. 2nd and 11. It's a keeper for Tate. They were ready this time. Tate still fought for 4. but they were ready for the athleticism of Marcel Tate that time. 3rd and 7. Pressure was sent. That one's caught by Eccles, and he'll be just shy of the mark, and they'll boot this one away. So the Scavengers with a chance to kill more clock if they choose to, as McBath with a nice first down run, gain of 7, takes us to the end of the 3rd already. Throw up those 4s, folks. 1 quarter of action left as the ground game has found its mojo. Second and 3 here. Payne in the gun to begin the 4th and final quarter of action, and they go Blanco. He's going out wide. He'll have the first and more. The ground game has found whatever it's needed to find to get going, and that has been the saving grace right now. They flip this one to quickly. The Slade jet pass has worked. That one not so much. A block missed means a loss of 1, and now they go back to the ground game with Blanco. And he somehow would not go down. A nice gain of 10 there, sets up 3rd and short. McBath in the ball game. Hand off to Shaq. He's got the first and more. They haven't run out of this strong eye much today, but they're doing it now. And it is working out as some open space to run. Gain of 5 there for McBath. 2nd down and 5. Blanco in the backfield now in the single back. They go Blanco's way. Wide open space, spins off 2 men, and that's going to be a new set of downs. 1st and 10. Blanco still in the backfield. He'll go play action now as time was running out. Incomplete, luckily. It'll be 2nd and 10. Payne hands off to Blanco. They were ready for it. 3rd down and 10 now. Payne takes the snap out of the gun. He rolls out. He'll take it himself, and he'll get out of bounds to try and save himself. Still took a bit of a hit. Seemed late to me, but no flags fly. 1st and goal, handoff here to Nico. He swerved his way in. I don't know how, a bit of serpentining, but Nico Blanco scores, and the Scavengers now take a 3-score lead. So a big lead for the Scavengers now with only 5.5 left to go in this one, and that ball's knocked away. 2nd and 10. Tate's going to have to do a lot of work here. Over the middle, that one's caught. Going down was the receiver. That's going to be a new set of downs. Flag flies. Someone jumped, and it looks like it was on the Bulls side. We don't see a lot of false starts from the opponents, it feels like. But a big one there pushes them back to 1st and 15. Off play action, Tate over the middle. Eccles has a gain of about 11 there. 2nd and 4. Tate going to take off with it himself, and he'll slide down safely. Time still ticking, though. 3:41 left to go in this one. Time is of the essence if you're the Bulls, as this one is caught by Isaac. Short gain, though. The no-huddle begins. The Scavengers defense has seen a lot of no-huddle this year so far as Tate finds his man underneath. Manu Coffey just chasing, as that's going to be a new set of downs. 1st and 10. Tate, empty set still as they're running this no-huddle offense. Over the middle, it's caught. Another solid pickup, but the clock keeps ticking. Under 3 minutes to go, a 3-score ball game. Tate with time over the middle, it's caught. Touchdown Bulls. And that is Winton, their top receiver, who finds pay dirt. However, it may be a little too late. The onside kick attempt here for the Bulls. It is picked up one-handed by Trey and Bell, and that's recovered by DVT. They just have to kill clock now. Hand off Blanco. Blanco with room, and it's a solid pickup of 9. 2nd and 1. Last play before the 2-minute warning. It's a handoff to McBeth, and he is stopped. That brings us to the 2-minute warning now. 3rd and 1. Handoff McBeth. He's got the first, and that should just about seal it. The Scavengers come out on top 21-10 over the number 5 ranked USF Bulls. It was not a pretty game on offense by either side. The Scavengers started getting their run game going, and they just kept riding it. That was the second half, folks. You saw how much time they burnt up in the 3rd quarter. They killed nearly the entire quarter thanks to that ground game. And they just lived and died by Shaq McBath and Nico Blanco. It works out in a W this week. They just have to hope it continues to work that way if they have to live and die solely by the ground game. You see Matt Payne's numbers. Ugly. We've heard the arguments before of maybe a quarterback change has to happen. Now you have John Bush as the backup, the transfer. We'll see if that were to happen or not. That's a giant question mark right now. But when the ground game's working like this, 93 yards for McBath, 92 for Blanco, you live and die by what works. And today, it worked out. Next week, could be a giant question mark. We don't know how things are going to work against USC, the Trojans, who have been a legendary team at times in college football. Certainly have fallen down since then for the most part. But the Scavengers look for a big situation there. You look at the offensive line, though, very interesting. Albert Puzzles did get called for a hold his first play. However, 7 pancake blocks from the young center. Could make an argument to start next week, because after that hold, you didn't hear anything really outside of one play let up by him. We'll see how the coaching staff feels about that next weekend. And we'll see if this defense continues to play as well as they did. They kept Tate at bay, a few big plays on the ground, but they did what they had to shut down the run game and to bring a W, well, into the hunting grounds. Next week, DVT, now ranked number 4 in the nation, takes on the Trojans, and all eyes are on California in this one.